Welcome back, my magical star beings. In today's reading, we're going to be taking a look at who has you on their mind a lot lately. So in terms of your pile selection, you can choose based on your zodiac sign or based off the pile you're most drawn to. The zodiacs are in the thumbnail. So for pile 1, we have Mahogany Obsidian with the Ace of Swords. For pile 2, we have Howlite with the Ace of Wands. And for pile 3, we have Leopard Jasper with the Seven of Cups. So I'm going to give you a few seconds to pick a pile. Once you're done picking a pile, please find the timestamps for your pile in the description box below, then I'll see you at your reading. Pile 1, we're going to be taking a look at who has you on their mind a lot lately. You chose the Mahogany Obsidian Crystal and the Ace of Swords. So let's go ahead and shuffle your cards. Spirit guides of pile 1, please show me who has pile 1 on their mind a lot lately. Who has pile 1 on their mind a lot lately? So immediately I'm seeing someone that kind of feels like a misfit, kind of feels like they don't fit in. Someone that often feels left out, like the floater friend. Someone that often feels like unheard, like nobody wants to talk to them, listen to them. Just kind of always left out in some way. I am picking up that this person watches you, tries to remain hidden, but watches you very heavily. And that could be like on social media. So we have the Eight of Swords and Five of Swords. What I'm feeling from this Eight of Swords, Five of Swords is that this person is feeling guilty about something they did behind your back. They're feeling regretful, they're feeling shameful about it, they're wondering if the truth will come out to you. It seems like you haven't found out what this is yet. And I guess they're afraid of you finding out the truth, especially from somebody else. I feel like somebody else found out about this and threatened to tell you the truth if they didn't. Or something along those lines. This person is afraid. This is like guilty thoughts, a guilty conscience. And although I felt empathetic that they were left out, I don't like the fact that they're hiding something from you. We have the Empress. We have the Three of Pentacles. And the Five of Pentacles. This could have to do with money of some kind. So an example I'm getting is, let's say you gave someone a card in case of emergencies because they were struggling financially and they went and used it all on something they wanted but didn't need. Or let's say somebody borrowed money from you and used it all, doesn't have the money to pay you back, can't tell you that. Even if those examples don't resonate, maybe this secret or lie has to do with money. If not, I just see them kind of like avoiding you because of this. So think of whoever in your life is just like becoming distant, avoiding you a lot, seeming almost like restless and scared of you whenever you talk to them. That's because they're hiding something from you. Like I literally see a vision of them hiding from you, not wanting to speak to you, avoiding you. And then when you do speak to them, I see them like sweating because they're guilty. That's what I see in my mind's eye. This could even be like someone lost their job, says they still have a job but doesn't anymore, acts like they're going to work but they're not. Something about money is still coming up for me. This could be a woman but doesn't have to be. And I guess this person feels like they're stuck in a rut, feels like there's no way out of this. Feels like they're being cornered by somebody that knows about the truth. And I think this person's very emotionally invested, which is why they're thinking about this heavily. If someone's not currently hiding something from you, then this could be someone that you were maybe once close with, that all of a sudden started avoiding you, acting different. Maybe you drifted apart because they didn't want you to find out the lie or truth or something. Here we have the Ten of Wands. We have the Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, there's some kind of struggle with money or opportunities. And if a secret's not about that, then I just see that in what they're going through right now. Maybe they work very hard, but they don't really see any change happen. The Page of Cups, the Four of Wands, and the Eight of Cups. Yeah, the Eight of Cups can also represent them ghosting you, leaving you, just abandoning things. For some of you, I'm getting parental energy, or like a parent that maybe abandoned you, that had a secret or something. That's not for everybody, but for someone. For others of you, I'm getting a situation where maybe this person is married, has children. Something along those lines is showing up here. They could be creative. They could be very fun. Trying to be responsible, but trying to make things ends meet, but it's not so easy for them. They are very determined though. And I do think this person does care, but they haven't been honest. And it's weird for me, like as a psychic, to sometimes read something like that, because in my opinion, someone that cares about you wouldn't lie to you, but I still do see that, so I have to say it. But if they cared enough, they wouldn't have lied. That's just my perception, though. Knight of Wands. I guess this person's pretty impulsive. And they've never dealt with the consequences of that. They always just run away from their problems or from whatever mess they make. And everybody else has to pick up the pieces because of their impulsivity. And even when other people try to like help this person fix things up in their life, I feel like sometimes they're always in drama because they are the drama. Like I'm hearing that sound from TikTok that's like, am I the drama or something like that. So I just feel like this person's always experiencing something bad. Like they're one of those exhausting kinds of people that always have something going on, like something bad happening to them or drama that they're in with people in their life. I do think a good thing about this person is they are somebody that's compassionate, kind-hearted most of the time, and they try to like make other people feel confident when other people don't feel great about themselves. But this person is a little bit problematic in the sense where they cause these problems for themselves and then they go like, oh, woe's me, I'm always in drama, like why does drama always follow me? I'm picking up on that type of personality type. I'm also getting that you could have gotten the ick from this person for some of you, or something about their energy just seemed off to you. And I think you were intuitively picking up on the dishonesty here. But I do think the truth is meant to come out. I do think you can relax in knowing that the truth will come out. That's what I see. I don't know how it will come out, when it will come out, but I do see that. I see some kind of like evidence or proof landing in your hands mysteriously. Metaphorically, I mean. You know, when other people even try to like plan this person's life, help them better their life, not long after, it just goes back to the way it was. This person isn't really changing or wanting to change. I feel like they're stuck in toxic cycles and habits. Don't get me wrong, they're not an evil person. That's not what I'm picking up on. I think they're just lost and they've gone too far down this road that I don't think there's a situation where someone's too far gone, but I don't think this person wants to change. I believe anybody can change, but I don't think this person wants to. Even when other people try to help them or try to show them the right way. I do think that they're very insecure about where they're at feeling unlovable because of their flaws, feeling like everybody would leave because of their flaws. But sometimes they also push people away and they have to take responsibility for that. We have the Hermit, we have the Queen of Wands, the Ten of Cups, and the Queen of Cups. This person could be a little bit of like a loner that knows everybody but isn't really that extroverted. I guess they just like know a lot of people. I get that this person is a caring person, but they also sometimes don't have the best morals, ethics. That's just what I'm getting from them energetically. And sometimes when they feel guilty, they overextend themselves and overcompensate by acting extra nice to the person because they feel guilty about something. Like, let's say they had a bad argument with a friend and now they're being like extra nice, extra giving to this friend because they feel guilty of what they said. That is what I'm picking up on from them. So I guess there's kind of like nuance in their personality. I don't feel like they're all bad, but I don't feel like they're all good either. They are somebody that is confident in themselves and encourages others to be too. They're possibly somebody that loves fashion, loves expressing themselves, dressing up, going out. I feel like they like to party. That's just what I feel from them energetically. Let me see if I can channel anything else through clairvoyance about this person. Then we're going to move on to zodiacs and initials, but let me know if you figured out who this person is yet. This could be the type of person that loves to feed people, cook for people, make tea for people, coffee, whatever it is. They could be adventurous, somebody that is very active, plays sports, rides bicycles, goes on hikes. They're always doing like activities that require like being active, if that makes sense. They're the type of person that can go days, weeks without speaking to a person and you just never know where they are, and then all of a sudden they rock up and you're like, where were you, It's like they just disappear and go MIA and then come back. I am also getting a little bit of selfishness from this person. They're going to take care of themselves before they take care of anybody else, and they're going to always put their own needs above anybody else's. Which is not always a bad thing depending on the way it's gone about. Like, I guess if it's to the extreme where they're never like putting other people first, it can be seen as a bad thing. But if it's a situation where they can also be generous but selfish sometimes, then I guess it's a neutral thing. I don't really know, but anyways, I also see a heavier body weight. I see somebody that, again, is like always getting themselves in trouble or in nonsense type of situations. They could have eyes that almost have this, how do I explain this? I'm seeing eyes in my mind's eye that have like an angry look to it, where it's kind of like, I'll show you the shape. It's like slanted like this, and then it's like at the top it's like this. I don't know how to explain it properly, but they always look angry to me, the eyes I'm seeing in my mind's eye, or bitter. But behind that is pain too. This person could have also jumped from person to person, relationship to relationship, and they have a lot of baggage, like from their past, emotional baggage. They can be a little bit cowardly at times. They can be sneaky, secretive, doing things behind people's backs with ulterior motives sometimes. So again, this person's not like entirely good, entirely bad. There are some good sides to them, but also some bad sides to them. If that makes sense. Let's get these zodiacs and initials now. So if I pull your zodiac, that doesn't mean I'm reading you. It just means this is confirmation. This is your pile. I'm hoping to get their zodiac and initial. This person could have been a little bit passive aggressive, sometimes like mocking you in a passive aggressive way, then claiming it's a joke. They have like a bitter side to them that I don't very much like. Capricorn, Cancer, Virgo. Because I see them kind of like showing a little bit of envy towards you for some, being like, oh, look at Miss Pristine Perfect, in like a passive aggressive way. I see like that kind of way of talking to you. Virgo, Leo, and even if you're not a woman, I guess just take it how it resonates. That's just how I'm hearing it in my mind. Libra. Okay, then for initials. I also think that if they continue like this, they're going to lose everybody in their life and be all alone. And rightfully so. I mean, like, who would want to be around a person like this? If they're going to be dishonest and lie and sneak around and stuff. So we have VK, M, S, X, P, O, N, Y, C, O, E, Q, A, T, and Z. So that is all I have for you, Pal 1. Let me know how this resonated in the comments and if you figured out who this is. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. If you like my readings and want to check out my membership, I do post on there weekly. So thank you for being here and watching, and I can't wait to see you next time. Pal 2, you chose the Howlite Crystal and the Ace of Wands card. We're going to be taking a look at who has you on their mind a lot lately. So let's see what comes through in the cards. Spirit guides of Pile 2, please tap me into who has Pile 2 on their mind a lot lately. So the Ace of Wands can represent somebody that's sexually attracted to you, that is starting to feel like some kind of spark or chemistry with you, and maybe there's like a little bit of a fantasy here in their mind. Though this can also represent somebody that is feeling excited to be around you, feels happy to be around you, feels like you light up their day. So we have the Sun, the Six of Wands, the High Priestess, the Queen of Wands, and Eight of Cups. Recently, there could have been like a random person that popped up on your mind, where it's not like you were even thinking of them, but they popped up on your mind out of nowhere. That's because you intuitively picked up on them thinking about you. Or you could have dreamt of them, seen signs of them recently with the High Priestess. So I feel like this person sees you as like their ray of sunshine. You bring so much optimism and peace and joy into their life that they're just so grateful for you. I do feel like if there is someone that's sexually attracted to you, their energy's still here, but I'm also picking up on a friendship separately, like two different people, one that's attracted to you and one that is friends with you. Somebody that feels close to you, that you hang out a lot with, that you have a lot of fun memories with. This person could be somebody that cares a lot about achievements, and they could be somebody that's either spiritual or religious. They could be mysterious, kind of private, and undersharer until they get comfortable enough to let their guard down and share everything about themselves. I do notice that the color yellow gold is showing up a lot prominently within these cards. Do they wear yellow or gold a lot? We also see Leo energy here, Pisces, and mostly fire sign energy. This person is somebody that's very confident in themselves, self-assured, but I don't see them having a big ego. I see them knowing their worth. I see them having high standards as well. And if something isn't like satisfying them or up to their standards, they're not gonna like just go for it just because. This person could be on the medium to taller height. This person is sometimes a little bit naive. I just heard sometimes they kind of live in their own world. I feel like this person has had a good life, mostly, like an easy life where they haven't really gone through much hardship or many struggles or trauma. I feel like they're just a secure person that has a good family, a good upbringing, never had struggles, always within their comfort, not comfort zone, but always had like comfort around them, stability. Does that make sense? They can't really relate to people that have experienced pain. And in their world, everything is like just sunshine and rainbows, which can be great to be around because I feel like this person, that energy rubs off on you, but sometimes that can point towards naivety where because they've never been through struggle, they never see it coming if that makes sense. Like maybe they've never dealt with deceitful people, for example, and they would just trust anybody. Of course, this person is smart, but at the same time, I feel like, I don't know how to explain this, but I hope you get what I mean. I feel like sometimes they could put themselves in certain situations without realizing. They could read a lot. I do think this person admires you a lot and looks up to you. And there's this feeling of them kind of like wanting to match with you in some way. Like, let's wear matching clothes, or let's get these matching bracelets or whatever. Something like that is coming through for me visually. This person could have more of an athletic body type. They could be very good at sports or something, or could have been good at that in school. Let's see what else comes through in the cards. We have the Devil, the King of Swords, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Star. For someone, I'm picking up on someone that is like extremely religious to the point where they think everything is like demonic. The reason I'm coming to that conclusion is because I'm seeing examples in my mind of people that are like that, where it's like they think money is evil and they think this is evil, and I'm just getting that for some, not everybody. Like, I was getting an example of also Sheldon's mom in my mind's eye from young Sheldon, and you know how she was like very, very religious. And I was seeing different examples of people I know in real life that are like that. This person is somebody that's independent and they do have dreams that they're trying to follow right now. I think they want to be in a better financial place and they're kind of like moving towards that right now. And I think that's common for a lot of people, but I just see that prominently with this person. If they're women, I don't see them like wanting to rely on a man too much. I'm also seeing Tiana from Princess and the Frog when she has the dream to open up the restaurant. So there's some kind of like big dream here that they have. So then we have the Five of Pentacles. They could have dealt with some financial debt or struggles recently, but I guess they're trying to stay hopeful and trying to get out of it, create their own independence. I do think they have people around them that can support them and help them through that, but I also think this person wants to do it on their own. They don't want to rely too much on outside help. For some of you, I'm getting the energy of a roommate or someone that was once a roommate. They could have like more of a pear body type, a smaller chest area, or again, even like an athletic body type. They could dress in more of a classy way, liking to look professional, put together. But there's also something about the silhouettes of the clothes wearing a lot of neutrals, things like that. That comes across as very classy. This is somebody that's very physically affectionate. Like, even when they meet a stranger, this is what I'm seeing in my mind's eye. They would rather hug the person than shake hands or anything else. And they have like this warm kind of personality. Though sometimes this person can be stubborn, thinking they know better than everybody else. That's what I'm getting intuitively from the Devil, King of Swords. When I look at these two cards and I'm like trying to figure out what this energy is, I'm seeing a stubbornness and I'm seeing like this I know better energy. Like nobody can tell them what to do, they know best, you know what I mean? The one thing about this person is, since they haven't really gone through much struggles in life, is they have no problem like being optimistic and having faith that things will work out even when it doesn't seem so. They don't seem to struggle with like overthinking. They have a secure attachment style. I feel like that's great. I feel like this person may surprise you soon with something. So an example I'm seeing in my mind's eye is like, let's say we have a friend that maybe lives in another city or state and they surprise us by flying to us. You know, it doesn't have to be that. It could also just point towards like this person traveling a lot. Or wanting to travel. We have the Eight of Pentacles, the Eight of Wands, and the Page of Swords. So there's someone that likes to work smart, not hard. They don't want to waste unnecessary time making something look perfect. They just like to get it done in an efficient amount of time and not waste too much time because they have things to do. Time is money for them. We have the Page of Wands. They could be physically young or they could look young. And the Four of Pentacles. They could be someone that's financially responsible. I don't see them being irresponsible with money. I also see them being hardworking, but still trying to work smarter and get things done in an efficient amount of time. I see that they're good at debating, good at getting their point across, maybe even changing opinions of others. They can also sometimes be a little bit impatient, expecting results fast. They could have been like a straight A student is what I'm seeing in my mind's eye, because in my mind's eye, I don't know why for your reading it's like this, but I'm seeing people in my mind's eye that I went to school with that were like the smartest kids in the school, which is why I'm mentioning that. This person also has a poetic way of speaking, I just heard. They're very charming with their words without even trying to be. I don't think it's like it's a fakeness. It's like a genuine charm without even trying. And I'm not saying charming people are fake, but there are some that try to be that way and it's like sometimes comes across that way. Anyways, what I'm basically trying to say is that it's genuine and it's not forced, if that makes sense. They have a way with their words where they can almost make a person fall for them just with their words alone. They are also very persuasive in the sense where they can say something to somebody and change a person's mind very easily. And they know how to catch people in a lie. So I see them talking to somebody and they know that the person's lying to them. And then they point out something the person said and then the person starts tripping up on their words, being like, no, I didn't mean that. No, I didn't mean that. Like, you know, when they get caught up in a lie, that's what I see in my mind's eye. They also have a flair to their personality. They could flick their hair a lot. Like I'm seeing Ariana Grande in Wicked when she does that hair flip thing, the toss thing. So why is this person thinking about pile number 2? We have the Chariot. The Chariot is travel. So could they be thinking of traveling to you I mean, it's coming up again. The Emperor. The Empress. The Five of Cups. Five of Swords. And Seven of Swords. In this case, the Seven of Swords, I'm not seeing it as something bad. I'm seeing it as like hiding something good, because before I said a surprise. I don't always read the Seven of Swords as a bad card, especially if I'm feeling a surprise energy from it, like hiding something good to surprise a person. But I don't always read it that way unless I feel that energetically. I feel like this person feels deeply connected to you and they do think about you a lot. But I think they've been wanting to spend more time with you recently. They've been thinking about how alike you are, or how your personalities, if you're not alike in any way, then it could just be like your personalities mesh well together. It's like they see you as their other half in some way, even if it's platonic. I think this person knows that they may have disappointed you before, and they do feel bad about it. I do think they want to make up for it as well. There's something they did, said, or didn't do that disappointed you, and they want to make up for it. And this person like wants to take action on whatever they're thinking of doing fast. This is like hidden plans, surprises they want to make, that they want to act on fast. So now I'm going to remove these cards and take a look at zodiacs and initials for extra confirmation. If I pull yours, it doesn't mean that I'm reading you. It's just confirmation that this is your pile, but I am hoping to pull theirs. Let's see what zodiacs you get. We have Pisces, Libra, Virgo. I just heard Scorpio, Gemini, Aquarius, Capricorn, and Aries. Then we have the initial N, M, T, S, P, E, J, Z, A, G, C. We have group chat here. Maybe they're planning something in a group chat. R, L, Q, and U. So that is all I have for you, pile 2. I do hope this reading resonated. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Let me know how this resonated for you and if you figured out who this person is. Thank you for watching this reading, and if you want to check out my membership, I do post on there weekly, so I can't wait to see you next time. Pile 3, you chose the Leopard, Jasper, Crystal, and the Seven of Cups. We're going to be taking a look at whose mind have you been on lately. So with the Seven of Cups, I was seeing this energy intuitively of this person daydreaming about you, thinking about you in a more idealistic way, thinking about the future they want, where they see things going with you. But I also heard the word mind games when looking at the Seven of Cups. I don't usually read it that way, but it doesn't necessarily mean they're playing mind games with you. It could just be that they're good at that, I guess. Seven of Wands, Four of Wands, the Three of Swords, Page of Cups, and the Hanged Woman reverse. Okay, so this seems to be somebody that is waiting for you, or waiting for the right time to tell you something or do something that they have been wanting to do for a while now. This could even be like waiting to reach out, waiting to receive a text from you. That's how I see the Hangman reverse sometimes. This person could also be changing their perspective on you, reaching a new conclusion or better understanding of you with the Hangman reverse that they previously have not had. Not to say this person misunderstood you, this just means they're understanding you even better now. There could have been some kind of like guard up when it came to commitments that brought pain in this connection. This could have been romantic. That's just what I feel intuitively with all this daydreaming and the waiting for the text and the fear of commitment or cautiousness with commitment. This feels like some kind of romantic situation. Some of you could have also had a separation with this person, but it doesn't have to be. But the Three of Swords can just point towards the fact that you guys have not had the easiest of times. Don't get me wrong, you haven't like had just bad memories, but maybe there were certain heartbreaks that happened in this connection. I feel like you guys met each other when you were very young, or this feels like some kind of puppy love connection. No matter how old you are, it feels that way. This could have been a serious connection, or is a serious connection, or maybe one of you wanted to be. Though I think this person still has their guard up. They don't fully let people in or trust easily. I heard someone was in a coma. That's just for someone specific here. I also feel like they had you jumping through hoops to kind of like please them. Or they did that for you. Something along those lines is coming up. And it felt like, don't get me wrong, what you guys had was beautiful. What you guys have is beautiful. But there's also like a fragility to this connection that I feel, where the feelings and emotions are intense but also fragile. And we always feel like we're walking on a thin thread or thin ice. Either party could feel that way. Like one wrong move and everything falls apart. So we have the Empress, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Five of Cups. So one of you could have been feeling disappointed. I think this could probably be you, about how slow things are going in your connection, about the fact that this person sometimes wants a lot of space, wants sometimes like a lot of independence, which isn't a problem for you giving them independence, but it's more like about the fact that sometimes they want a lot of space. That's just what I feel intuitively. Then we have the Four of Pentacles. We have the Page of Wands. There could have also been moments you couldn't see each other because maybe this person is working on building stability of some kind financially, or maybe they didn't have money to see you that time. There's some kind of theme like that here. What I'm also getting is that this person is trying to be responsible with money and save up, but sometimes they can make like childish decisions when it comes to money with the Page of Wands next to the Four of Pentacles. This is like, I get so excited and I want this. Page of Wands is like a kid energy. So imagine when a kid gets money for the first time, they get so excited, they want to buy this thing they want. So sometimes this person can be like that. I don't know why, but I'm just, in my mind's eye, I'm seeing like a man that's avoidant. This could also be a woman that's avoidant, but I'm specifically seeing a man for the majority of you. Remember, I'm reading the majority here, and if that doesn't resonate, then just skip over the message. Not everything will resonate, because so many of you are watching. I feel like you guys feel very comfortable around one another. You've been to their house, you've met their family most probably, or there were plans to do that. I see you being in their home, you guys cuddling in the bed, playing house, wearing their slippers. Like, I feel like you were that close or that comfortable, or you are that close, that comfortable. For some of you, I'm also getting that maybe things didn't work out because of the circumstances, but both of you maybe believe that you guys had potential, or that this person believes it. Some of you are still with this person, so again, just take what resonates. This person could have cuter, rounder cheeks. Some of you could have a kid with this person, or could want kids in the future with this person. And this person always seems to recharge your battery, because what I'm seeing in my mind's eye is, you know, when your battery is like low, I'm seeing that, and then I'm seeing it be charged when you're around this person. So I just see that as like this person recharging your batteries whenever you're low. They don't drain you energetically. They make you feel whole and full of life, if that makes sense, whenever you're around them. But sometimes you may have felt like you need this person. And I think it's okay to rely on someone, but I also think that sometimes there's this feeling of like one party wanting closeness, one person wanting space. Because I'm seeing in my mind's eye like a relationship between an avoidant and anxious attachment, where one person is running, one person wants closeness. We have King of Cups, Justice, the Chariot, and the Three of Wands with the Four of Cups. Does this person like get bored when they're in a relationship for long and then just run? The Tower with the Eight of Wands at the back of that confirms what I said about the fragility about your connection. And I'm not trying to like insult anyone or anything like that. It's just what I'm seeing for anyone's connection. I think you've known this person for many years. There's history between the two of you. And there are plans for the future here with the Three of Wands. I do also think that although there's an avoidance here, in attachment style, I do still think this person's being honest with you, and I do still see loyalty, and I do still see this person having feelings for you and being attached to you. I think they just sometimes run when they start to catch feelings. They have this like very calm, composed demeanor. They are an emotional person deep down, but they pretend they're not. And I feel like what you guys had was cute, or what you guys have is cute and sweet. It's just that maybe, like I said, there's some fragility in this connection. Let me see why this person's thinking of you. So we did mention that they're planning something for the future, that they're daydreaming about you, waiting for the right time to do something. But let's see what else we get. So we have the Eight of Wands. So Eight of Wands means something could happen soon or quickly that they're planning in their head. Six of Pentacles is about wanting to be generous with you. 10 of Pentacles, like provide. If it not that, then this could be like, you know, I haven't seen you in a while. Let me take you out on an expensive date. Because Six of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles is being extremely generous with the money. And if it's on money, it's like time, energy, generosity, helping you out. The Four of Swords tells me they always think of you in their free time, when they're in bed, when they're chilling, relaxing. The thought of you brings them peace. Then we have the Lovers. Yeah, this is definitely something romantic. They're thinking about their romantic feelings, their fears with the Nine of Swords, and Temperance. Again, Temperance is about waiting to do something. But this is very soon with the Eight of Wands. Okay, so let's get the zodiacs and initials now for extra confirmation. If I pull yours, I'm not reading you. It's just confirmation that this is your pal, but I'm hoping I get theirs. So even though your connection to this person hasn't been perfect, you just can't stay mad at them for long. You just have a soft spot for them in your heart, like, and you just can't help it. That's what I see energetically. There is someone that thought this connection wouldn't have lasted this long, and they've been proven wrong. So we have Taurus. We have Leo. Either on their side or your side. We have Libra. Sagittarius. And Scorpio. Then for initials, I feel like this person is kind of kinky, freaky. I just saw something I wasn't supposed to see energetically, but I'm not going to mention it because YouTube is restrictive. But let's just say it was something more sensual. We have N, we have L, P, Y. They also really like your scent. We have O. I'm smelling like a specific perfume scent that isn't sweet. It's like more of a mature kind of feel. I don't know if I'm explaining it correctly, but it's what I can tell you is it's not sweet. R M D C A H Q E Z I K S and G. So that is what I have for you, pile 3. I do hope this reading resonated. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Let me know how this resonated and if you figured out who this person is. Thank you for watching and being here. If you like my readings and you want to check out my membership, I do post on there weekly. So I can't wait to see you next time.